did it feel jumping into another repo that you didn't make? Yeah, and that's life now.
It's a terrifying.
There's just that part about it. And you're plugged in. Maybe this is on. I thought I was. Oh no, that's not. Yeah. So we're going to walk you through like creating this repo together, and we're going to start by having everyone create a GitHub organization, and then you're all going to be members of that organization. You're going to add both of us as members, and when you get your fellow, you'll add your fellow as a member. That makes sense. You're like, now I have an idea of what we're about to do together. Because once we have a repo, then we'll be able to start coding, theoretically. And we can get GitHub issues, which is fine.
All right. What do I do, Kate? I don't know what to do.
Gosh! Well, let's make an organization. I think we push that plus button.
Legit, I actually don't know this. Okay, yeah. Oh, right. No, not new repository, new organization.
So everybody saw that we were on GitHub. We clicked the plus, new organization. One person on each team. Talk to your team real quick. Who's going to do it?
Yeah.
One person on your team do this.
Yeah, it's like this little thing right here.
Now raise your hand if you're that person on your team who's going to be creating the repo. I should do 7 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was another hand that came up, right? That's 7 now. Yeah, okay, I can count that.
Okay.
Perfect. Cool. Now make a new organization. And I will give you 30 seconds to do that, person who had raised your hand. And everyone else who's not doing that right now, think of your teammate name that you can just quickly tell that person.
Oh yeah, we need an organization name. What? What do we call it? The Departed?
The Departed. Yes,
I just saw this movie.
That's too good. Too on point. I don't know. Yeah.
Overall, I'm not worried.
Right. So I am not a creative human. That's what we're learning.
Failing right now.
You are a creative human.
This is just the title of the book, but that's. Do we
I
like?
like this.
Okay, we're going with it.
So we're the Bloody Chamber,
which is a great book if you haven't read it.
Okay, now does every team have at
Also,
least some
someone
semblance
suggested.
of a name? A lot of people like to do the first letter of everybody's name, and then you're like RKJD or something. Like I just made up letters. Cool. Now, moving on, we are going to add. This is all the stuff to add. We want to do a free team so that you don't ever get billed, and create organization.
Do not check this.
Don't check that it's owned by a business because it is not. You are not a business. You're not incorporated in it anyway. Cool.
Okay.
Now we're going to add the whole team to be our project manager, to be project managers, and also adding the instructors. We see K Humphrey, Humphry. Yeah. And then you see my face.
Who else should I invite? Karen.
Let's ask Karen. Yeah. Here's the issue.
Oh, it's K.
Back.
Mac. Here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, those are 2 good people. And what is yours? Yours is Queer Violet?
Queer Violet, but I'm already. Am I not already?
So that
in
they
it?
know.
Oh yeah. And mine is Queer Violet. I'm already in the org. Make sure you invite Kate and me to your org. And actually, if you make us org owners, it will just make your life easier because when we try and push a branch during code review, which we will sometimes do, it'll just work as opposed to not working.
Cool. So now you have both of us, Kay Humphrey and Queer Violet, as well as the 2 to 3 other people on your team. That might be true.
Okay. So once we invite all the people.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you
check.
invite everyone.
It just seems like some people might not. Who has not done that? Who's the person?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Make sure everyone has owner privileges.
Oh, I think the. Oh, I don't know how this. I think the owner privileges are the next page.
Step?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Cool. So now we're going to click continue. What do you plan?
Edge.
Yeah, educational. This seems good.
I think you don't have to do this. Actually, you can just say skip this step.
Perfect. Let's
I'm
do
going to
that.
skip this step. Here we are, the bloody chamber.
Wait, the people, do they?
So they're invited. People in your org now have to, so people in your group have to go into your email, find the invite, join the org. And then once you've done that, you can go to...
Member privileges. Right.
No, this isn't it.
Oh.
It's team, sorry.
We're doing a great job.
It's people, there we go. You can go to people and you will see them pop up here when they accept the
Yeah, let me do that
invitation.
so we
So
can
it
see
was
that.
this tab on the org page.
Ooh, I've got a lot of them. Let's do yours. Which is great. I love that I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Invited you to join. I click the join thing. Now I'm in my email doing this. I'm joining. Click. Okay, I'm in there. Let's do it.
Okay, so now I'm going to make Kate an
Here we go,
owner,
settings, that's right, yeah.
change role to owner.
Cool.
And this just gives you power. All of you should have equal power because this is communism.
Oh, it's like the bloody chamber. Cool. So you've added everyone. Maybe your teammates have gone and added themselves. They've clicked a join in their email. That could be great. Don't forget to give them owner privileges. Sweet. And now I'm going to go back to what I was going to do next, which is clone Boilermaker. You happen to have it. Maybe I'll slack it out to everyone again. And you're going to want to clone a new copy because we had added something about 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
And I just slacked you all Boilermaker. I guess just the one person needs to do this, and then everyone's going to clone the repo that is.
Yeah, so don't, oh, actually, sorry, we need to do one more thing. We should, I think we need to do this. We should make a repo.
Yeah, I kind of do, whichever. But
Oh yeah, that's true, you can do it either. Okay, let's just clone it. GitHub.com.
Yeah.
And we give it a name, like shopper.
Yes, we have that. I see.
Yeah.
Cool. So the person who made it has cloned Boilermaker, and we're all there, and we see that. That's
You
great.
can clone it from the team page?
No, this is not the team page. This is her.
So I just typed
This is terminal.
this. Yeah.
This is the terminal. So you need to be in your local machine on your terminal, and in whatever directory that you want your Gray Shopper project directory to live. And everyone's going to eventually have a directory on their local computer, but only one person has to go through doing it with Boilermaker originally. And now one person is the person who just made the work.
Yeah.
Check. Okay, so in your terminal, 7 people are typing git clone and they're copying and pasting what I had just slacked.
You don't have to call the directory shopper. That's what the last argument does. That's just what I called it.
Cool. If anyone else is already an owner in the organization, you could now go make that repository so that it's 2 different people doing something. Otherwise, that one person can continue to, after they've cloned it onto their local machine, go to their organization on GitHub and click create a new repository, which we'll do now. Cool. We're going to name this Shopper, I guess. Yeah.
Shopper, or how about, what should we sell? I think we should sell hemoglobin, and we should call this irony. There we go.
God, you're good. Yes.
So I'm supposed to fork it as me, not as my
No
team.
forking.
No forking.
Yeah,
No
don't
forking.
forget.
Get clone. No fork, don't do
And then I
anything.
put it up to the other way.
We're going to show you how to. Yeah.
Wait, I'm just confused. Why are we making a new repo when we just cloned?
Exactly. So we want Boilermaker to be our boilerplate base. But we don't want to be pushing to Boilermaker because honestly, we're not going to merge any of your PhotoPass, and then none of you will have a shopper e-commerce website, right? But you still need to start from the base that we've given you, which is Boilermaker. And we're going to show you how to do that. So you want to have a
So
new
there should be 2 repos by the time this is done?
So the
one local repository, one remote repository. You go.
Yeah, so the repository we're creating on GitHub, it's going to be totally empty. Like, we're not going to check this. And what's going to happen is we're going to take this repo that we just cloned. We're going to set this remote repository as one of its remotes, and then we're going to push to it.
And then any change you make, you can push to your repository, and it'll be changes to the basic Boilermaker boilerplate, and you'll have it remotely. I think if we do it, it might make more sense. And then you ask again. Yeah. So create repository. Now, 7 people, 7 teams. Is there any team that has not made a local repository, which is a clone of Boilermaker? Cool. Is there any team that has not made a remote repository with the name of your shopper e-commerce website? You can change it, so don't worry.
So again, only one person from each team is doing this correctly?
Yeah.
True. It could be one for each of them. Like if you're an owner on here, you could be the one that did it, but you only need one repository remotely. Has anyone not done that? Because I see people talking, so it seems like maybe you haven't. Okay, well, we'll continue. So create repository. And nothing's in it. But what we do get is this handy dandy, now this can be a remote. So let's go look at our current remotes.
Okay, so I'm going to just rename my directory real fast. Shopper, irony.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go in and look at get remote-b. Yeah, so we see that we have one origin, that's Boilermaker. We don't want that anymore. Maybe we still want Boilermaker, but not as our origin. So let's remove it, and we can add it again as, I don't know.
Add boiler.
Yeah. You can just copy and paste it, yeah. Cool. So now we have not an origin at all. We just have boiler as a remote, and we can pull from it now. So if Ashi and I make any changes to Boilermaker, y'all can pull them in. If we're like, oh no, somehow we didn't see this huge bug, and we fix it on our end, you can pull that fix in. That's the point of keeping this.
How comfortable do people feel with the idea of Git remotes? Like, not, okay, nothing. Yeah, Len.
Git remotes make sense, I guess, but I don't see how they're different from branches.
So a remote is a whole nother copy of the entire repository with a ton of branches. It's like another tree sitting somewhere.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I just ask everybody to maybe not talk very much because I can't hear what's
Come
Sorry,
closer.
sorry.
that's true.
But both are good.
Yeah, both
I will
are
also project tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so remotes are whole other Git repositories with many branches. They're like other trees like sitting on possibly other islands in the great archipelago of Git.
And they could be like 3 of exactly the same thing, or you
Yeah.
could have like, this is the root, Boilermaker is your root, and it's pointing there, but it's not going to have all the new stuff you add, you're only going to push that to a specific remote.
Yeah, so in this case, we pulled this repository, or sorry, we cloned this repository from Boilermaker. That made a local copy of the repository and all of its branches. It's like I took a little snippet of that tree, or like some stem cells from that tree, planted it in the ground, and bloop, I've got that tree again right here. And then if I make changes to it, and I say push those, by default, Git will try and push to the origin remote. That's just a convention that Git has. And that means that it would try and push to Boilermaker, which we don't actually want because we want to be pushing your changes to this repository, which is so far not even a seed. It's just like an empty patch of ground where a tree could be, and where it'll be hosted by GitHub in the cloud, making it easy to share your changes with other people. Yeah, Janelle.
What's your name again?
The remote that we're adding, are we adding the Boilermaker link that you sent us, or are we adding that link that's for our new repository?
So far, the only thing that we added was, once again, adding that Boilermaker link, but giving it a new remote name, so that you could keep it there, but not have it as origin.
Yeah, we removed it and then re-added it. There might be a rename now that I think about it, but that's how we did.
I never remember.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when we make our first push, are we going to be using origin, or
we're not even there yet.
Yeah.
So let's just say, it's okay, that's a good question, but we will be pushing to origin. We just don't have an origin right now. Is everyone at a space where they have cloned Boilermaker and made it a remote called Boiler and removed the remote origin? Cool. Now let's add a remote origin.
So I'm going to grab the URL from here and say git remote add origin.
So now we're adding a remote called origin, and hopefully you should make it so that it's a repository you just created. Now, who has not done this? Who has? Okay.
Yeah. We can chill for a sec.
I can never know if I go too fast or too slow.
So by the end of this, you should have 4 remotes, but really 2 remotes. One called Boiler that points at Boilermaker, the other called Origin that points at your repository, whatever that is.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Now, I want to see 7 hands. Who has added an origin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are great. I'm looking for 2 more. Can I help you? Because I'm like, is it you that's doing it? Is it you? Who's, you need help. Okay.
Does anyone else need help? I'm happy to.
Okay. Can we do
Okay.
Oh, no, no, you're a culture. Can you do LS, please? I should call it something else. Cool. No, let's get rid of that. Should be up here. Cool. Now let's get rid of and then get rid of add. And we'll call it Boiler.
Okay. Let's go one step ahead now, and if let's see.
If you're not here, raise your hand and I'm going to help you. Everyone's here. Are you there? You're not there? You're there? Okay, are you there? Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So now let's push everything that we have here remotely.
This is the last time you're going to run this command, but you get to run it now.
Feel it good and never push the master ever
Yeah.
again.
And if you do -u, then it'll set the upstream, which you don't really have
Don't
to do.
ever do that.
Okay, right.
Because then they'll easily do get pushed.
Oh,
for
good
the
point,
wrong
good
thing.
point. Okay, good push origin master. Yay.
I don't trust.
And now if we reload over here,
Boilermaker's there. Whoa, and now every person on your team can clone this remote repository, and it should have everything that you want in the appropriate remotes. So now everyone on the team, make sure you do git clone, and you can go over here for that cloner download for the team's repository. Does that make sense? Git push origin master. Yeah, yeah,
the scary command,
yeah, which you will never do again.
Yeah.
Right?
which in fact we can prevent.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we do that? Is that the next thing?
I think so. Protect the master branch.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Okay, so we've we've like pushed origin master, and we never want to do it again. So
Why are we not doing it again?
Because it's master. You want to protect your master branch. You should be making branches and making pull requests. We'll talk about that. I have Git workflow already added into your README. Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
We already named the repo,
Yes.
Okay.
If you're like, this is just a temporary thing.
I assume.
Yeah. You'll have to just make sure you update your remotes because it'll be a different literal like address.
I see.
Cool. Now everyone has on their own computer a clone of the group's repo, right?
I don't know how to do the remove. What's the syntax for it?
You don't need to do anything. If your person has done it, all you have to do is git clone and clone this.
Clone irony.
Not us, not our irony, your team's project. This is Ashi and my team.
yeah, so
project.
don't actually copy this literal
so
one,
it's
but
the same name and then the shop.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
So I did that.
Okay, good.
I got it.
Thanks.
Cool. So everyone has their team's repository locally, and now one person, I don't care who, you could switch it off now because everyone should be an owner in this organization. Somebody goes to settings. And now we're going to go to branches. And in branches, we're going to protect one. Protect master. And we're going to check this is going to be protect. We're going to say you require, a pull request review before merging.
Where
Yeah.
are my branches?
If you go to settings, branches, yes, then there's protected, and you type in master, and then click protect this branch.
we don't
Yeah.
necessarily need to do this.
What
say
I think
this
the
one.
bigger thing is restrict who can push to this branch and include administrators, right?
Yeah.
No one is allowed, yeah. And then let's do include administrators, just for funsies, the one right above, yeah.
And what else should we put?
Make it so that you restrict who can push to this branch, and then put no people in there. And then we can do require status checks if you end up implementing continuous integration. That is what will be involved here. And then include administrators. All of y'all are like owner admins, and even you should not be able to push directly to master. Which is great, because then if you accidentally did get push in your local, it doesn't just overwrite everything on master, which is perfect. You don't want that. So now what is master? What is the point of protecting master? Master is our code that we have vetted, that it works, that it should be deployable. And if you want something vetted and works, you want to never just push to it. You want to have branches. Every time you want to make a new anything, you want to write code, you're going to make a branch on your local machine. Then you're going to push back to a remote version of that branch. And then you're going to make a pull request. Let's maybe go through that real quick. We have 3 minutes, I mean.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so I'm going to protect this branch.
So, yeah.
Okay, great.
So your branch, your master branch should be protected. Now, in our local machine, we're going to check out a new branch. And that's going to be get branch -b. Just for
Wait,
now.
branch minus
Oh, you're right. Get
get
checkout.
checkout minus b.
Yeah, minus b, yeah. We both have aliases. That's why
So,
I was like that.
update documentation.
Sounds good. And now we're going to push enter, and we are in a branch. We're no longer on master, we're in a branch. And if we go to the README, we're going to change important things. This is now called irony. And we're just going to save that. That's the only thing we can keep doing.
I actually, one thing you should change the name of this repo.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good.
Um,
So save both of those.
Okay.
And let's git add git commit. Beautiful. And now let's get push origin, but usually we do origin master, and that tells me I'm get pushing to this remote and this branch. The branch
Wait, so we get checkout, update documentation. Like, are we supposed to be coding
No, we're showing you how to do
Yeah.
a branch. We're showing you flow.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you actually could do this because you want to change the name of the package as well, I think.
Okay, you could, but yeah, get checkout -b and update name could be your branch if you want to code along with one person. Cool. And then we changed that, we added it, and usually we do get push origin master. And when we get push, we're saying to this place, and what thing locally do I want to push, and where am I going to push it? So I'm locally taking my master and pushing it to master, and that's most of what you know. Now we're saying I want this local branch, and I want to push it to a remote version of this branch. So get push origin, and now it's going to be, what do we call it? Update documentation? Yeah.
Do I? Yep, I do.
Sweet. And when we push enter here, if we go to our remote, we'll see that when we have another branch. And now let's go make a pull request.
You probably saw that this thing just popped up. If it doesn't, you can go to the branch manually, which hasn't updated yet. That's funny. And create a pull
Also,
request
if you
from
go
there.
further up,
Huh?
like click on branch there.
Oh yeah, this will have it too. It's funny. This clearly has push notifications. This does not.
Cool. Now we're going to make a PR, and it's like, these are the things. This is what it is. If you want it to close a specific issue, you say, like in here, closes issue, whatever. We haven't talked about GitHub issues yet, so that'll be a thing. Closes number 1.
Which probably means that I should create an issue for this. We did this slightly backwards, and that we should probably have had an issue that was
Let's
like.
just do the pull request without the issue.
Okay.
Cool. So now we're creating a pull request. Update our package. Sweet. The thing is, Ashi has made these changes. She has made this pull request with this branch. It says, I have a branch. It works with master. I want it to be in master. Now it's up to the other people on the team to say, is this worthy of being in master? And theoretically, you have tests that make it so that you know, does this code break anything that already exists? Otherwise, you look at their code. Maybe you pull it locally and you determine, like, is it still working? Is the functionality what is expected? Also looking through, let's see, can you just go to the files changed view so they can see a different view? Here you can see, like, this is exactly what was changed. And that can be very useful for reviewing. And you note that, can you Slack me where I'm supposed to go to do this? You note that Ashi cannot merge this into master because we protected master. And that's wonderful because now she can't be a cowboy coder. I have to be involved for it to be able to be in master and for us to use it. That also means there's a bottleneck in that everyone has to have someone else review their code.
But it's okay in a sense.
That's a good bottleneck.
Yeah, and you don't have to wait for your code to get merged in to keep working, right? If you made some changes on a branch, you can branch out that branch and continue working on subsequent changes, and then they'll get merged whenever they get merged. Yeah, Alex.
You said it works with master. So it's like while you make your changes, it's still going to be working off of the master branch, but not altering it.
Right,
So,
we made the branch off of master, so everything from master is in there. If master changes, all we have to do is pull master to our local repo, and then merge master into our new branch. And I have a gist that like walks you through step by step. These are the ways to handle this one. Cool. Oh, irony. There we go. And then I look at it and I'm like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna add my review. I'm gonna approve it. I approve it. This is unfortunate that they can't. Maybe I plug in for hot sec just so they can see.
Oh, sure.
That's not gonna work.
Okay. It's not.
This is what I see. I like went through a review. I like clicked a button that said review. Probably should have waited and shown you that. And then you have this, and I'm like, merge pull request. There are a couple different options. If you do squash and merge, some people like that because it makes all the commits people have in that branch one commit. I kind of don't mind doing a just merge and commit, which means every commit that you made is now going to be doubled into the commit history, that tree that we have. And I'm going to go ahead and do that and merge the pull request. That looks good to me. And now I can delete this branch, which I'm gonna, just to keep things clean on my remote. And we'll see that this code now includes, if we go to the README, it should say irony. And we see in master now is all of her changes. Yeah?
I'm confused by the terminology. Why are you making a pull request? Does that mean that you're trying to pull things off rather than push things up? I'm confused by the whole.
Yeah, terminology is maybe not that great. That is the word that is used.
But what is it?
So pull request is
I'm not even
saying,
about it. What does it do?
yeah, pull request is saying whatever you had from your branch, I want to pull that into master.
So imagine the primordial days of Git, kind of before GitHub. The way Git worked was I want to work on the Linux kernel, right? That's what Git was made for. So Linus Torvalds has like the whole Linux kernel in a Git repository on his computer, and he's serving it. So I clone that repository to my computer. I make whatever changes I want, and then I want to get them back into the Linux kernel. So the way it worked was I email Linus, and like I start up my own Git server. I email him, and I'm like, hey, could you pull changes from my server that I'm like running at this like URL into the main line? And then he yells at me because he's kind of an asshole for a while. And then eventually he's like, okay, fine, we'll merge these stupid changes. And then he pulls from my repo into the main line. So pull requests they're not like part of Git per se, they're like part of GitHub in order to sort of mimic that flow, but in a more structured way. So when I create a pull request, I'm requesting that the maintainers of the package pull changes from my branch into some branch that they own. And it is kind of weird terminology, I agree. Yeah. Yes.
I just had a question about branch strategy. Like, do you want to make a branch every time you start working on a new thing?
Yes.
And then push it up or make a pull request and then delete the branch?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
very small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I would make it
exactly right.
for each issue, for like each story you work on.
So not like a name.
They don't know what a story is
No,
yet,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Do you not need to keep those branches in case you merge something that breaks the master?
Right, if it breaks the master, then you'll have to fix that, but that will have nothing to do with that branch. Especially if you do the merge instead of squash and merge, you have literally every commit. And either way, you could still revert to a different version.
You can see in the history of master what, like, oh, you merged this branch and it brought in these commits. You can always go back to before the merge. You can also recover the branch pointers if you really need to. There's almost no way to actually truly lose something that's made it to GitHub.
Let's do fourth push.
No, not even. You can dig it out.
So what is the approach for, like, you have two branches,
Yeah.
you're working on two features,
Yeah.
and you want to merge them into your master, like, do you need to check those two branches? Like,
No.
if you merge the two of them, and then they
No, you don't merge
each
the two of them. You,
So, like, okay,
this is my computer, right?
different
Yeah.
stories.
So you merge
Yeah.
one and then the other.
But what if one breaks the other?
Then you have to fix the other.
Right. It's whichever one
Yeah.
you do first is who wins. And then if we look at the README, we'll see that I made a Grace Shopper Git workflow. And it shows you, like, what do I do? The idea being, has someone else...
That's
You-
me, what you're saying.
Is it me?
I understand
No,
better.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Has someone else merged to master? If yes, commit everything on your local branch. Git checkout master. Git pull, I should write that in there. Git pull master. Git check out the branch you're working on, and then git merge master.
So we shouldn't do something like where we're working on two different features, and then where each feature like is adding, we're like working with an express route.
Yeah,
And, like
that seems fine.
they just like there's no like
Yeah, you can break things. You will break things.
If you're, one, you will break things. You're going to have merge conflicts from working in the same file. Try to minimize working in the same file. If you need to, you need to. You push one, you check out master, you get pull master, you check out the branch you're working on, get merge master. There are merge conflicts. You go and as a human, look at that file and determine this is how it should look. And update it, make sure it still works, and then push remotely.
It is usually easiest to do the merges into master sequentially. So it's like this pull request, you merge it into master, you deal with any problems that happen. And then for the next one, you pull the most recent master that maybe causes some merge conflicts, you fix them, and then you can merge it again. There are rare cases where you might merge like one branch into another or merge some subset of changes from a branch into another and then drop that other branch. So kind of more advanced to get through. Yeah.
But I mean, you're just going to have conflict sometimes, and you will resolve them.
Yeah.
And that just happens.
It's like lessons for life, too.
Yeah. But I mean, it's very important to talk to one another because if you're both working on the same feature, that's wasteful. So knowing what everybody's working on is just useful for efficiency. Cool. We're obviously a little bit over. We're going to stop now. We do still want to talk to you about GitHub issues, so Ashley might come at 2:30.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. Cool. Have a good lunch. Maybe chat with your team, because your team, they're going to be like your buddies. You can finish making your norms throughout the day, and then maybe once they come back, you tell them what else is due today.
Yeah.
So good. Break for lunch.
Yeah, I actually think that the fellows do it. They can.
Right.
Along with talking about stand-up.
It's just that two fellows have two teams.
Oh, but they can just stagger.
Right.
It'll be like a.
Well, yeah, I guess I was saying more of like, we're going to say, this is a thing you're going to do today. Your fellow's going to come around at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you don't do that, not the worst, because the fellow can go around and be like, okay, we're going to now work on schema design.
Yeah.
Just have to make sure we tell them. And yeah, I think the issues are the only thing.
Yeah, it was the issues and then the structure of stand-up, and I kind of thought like that those things fall under fellows as project managers, and also it seems like something they can do, but you're right that they maybe don't. I'm assuming that they have time to do it, which they should.
Yeah, I think today everybody's here, so that's not reasonable.
Okay.
I always would stand up and like, fellas, when you're there and read it. If not, just check in with them. Like, I don't feel too concerned.
Yeah, stand-up's not, but I think they don't necessarily know what stand-up is. So like having fellas be like, here's what you should be doing in stand-up.
Because at 2:30 I have a like coding sketching. It's with I'm not sure I'm excited about it, but I don't know. During review week I was just like,